Hi, I am Shonna Bisagno with Keller Realty Boise and the 72 Sold program.
And I'm Shonna Tucker with Benchmark Mortgage.
Great, glad to have you, Shonna. Shonna's going to go over concessions, seller concessions specifically. So the first question I guess I have for you is, what is a seller concession?
Yeah, wonderful question, because there can be some confusion around this, right? And I'm going to explain what I'm going to talk about today is a seller concession from a lender's perspective, because technically a concession could be a price reduction or maybe repairs that a buyer negotiates. But from a lender's perspective, we don't think of those as seller concessions. What we think of as a seller concession is any contribution that the seller makes towards a buyer's closing costs.
Okay, I see. So what all can concessions be used for then?
Yeah, another great question. Anything that is a closing cost can be rolled into that seller concession limit, all right? So this would include your credit report, your appraisal fee, your title insurance, your homeowner's insurance, your property taxes, any lender fees. In a couple other videos, we've talked about ways to discount your mortgage payment. So it can be used for discount points or 2-1 buy downs or some of the other things that you and I have covered in the past.
Okay, and then of course that's going to beg the question of, is there a limit? I mean, what all concessions can be used in one transaction?
It's a really valid point, because what you wouldn't want to do is go into a negotiation and ask the seller for a whole bunch of money and then have the lender come back and say, sorry, our loan program won't allow the seller to pay that much, right? And you've already negotiated. So absolutely there's limits, and it depends on the loan program. So every buyer should contact a lender, know what kind of loan they're getting them pre-approved on, and know what those limits are. They're going to range somewhere between 2% and 9% of the purchase price. It depends on down payment, and it depends on the type of loan program that they're pre-approved on.
Okay, wow, that's fantastic information once again. And so I guess what I've learned is everything is negotiable, but not everything can be negotiated into one transaction. So I would just tell everybody, call me when you're ready to look for a home, and I'll help you negotiate the concessions per that specific transaction.
Yeah, well said, Shonna. And we're always here to answer mortgage related questions as well. My team and I are happy to run personal scenarios and answer any questions you might have. My contact information will be down below the video.
All right.